Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the Tier 9 Japanese aircraft carrier, the Taiho, and I'm using these modules and commander skills. Now this is an 8 vs 8, so unfortunately I did not get the full match. However, this is a Tier 7 to Tier 9 match and most of the enemies are Tier 7. On top of that, there are many battleships in this game, so I should have a really good game. It's on the map Mountain Range and I bring over my torpedo bombers, which I launched first, towards the B-cap to try to hit their only destroyer. I don't know if he's gonna be here, but I'll try anyway. This is my guess, at least, to see, and I'll probably get some spotting. And yeah, the Maz is actually at the B-cap. So I'll try dropping him. He used smokescreen, so I tried to remember where exactly his ship was and try to reposition my planes in a way so that I can get 1 or 2 torpedo hits. Okay, he launched torpedoes, which I spotted. The problem might be that she might just get away. Okay, so enemy fighters are incoming, so I pull my last torpedo bomber squadron back and I bring my fighter squadron over. Oh, I actually hit one of the torpedoes on the Maz, however, well, that didn't really quite work out. So I try strafing, but I think I just strafed my plane slightly. It's alright though, I suppose. Now, the bad thing is that the enemy fighters also strafed, and unfortunately, they just, did a lot more damage to my torpedo bomber squadron, and as a result, they took it out. However, I also strafed him while he was going for my dive bombers, and I think I should easily win this fight. And I'll bring my dive bombers to try to spot the Maz again and maybe deal some damage. Okay, unfortunately, she seems to be going for the, or towards the German battleships. So I tried doing my dive bombing stuff. I was hoping that maybe she doesn't have Damekon, so these fires would stick for a while, but I mean, they are, Damekon on destroyers is 40 seconds, so I suppose it did not happen. I just couldn't really wait for it that long because these 2 battleships over there do have some anti-air. I tried to do another pass to try to spot again, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out. Meanwhile, I also tried bringing my fighters over to where my ships were, but unfortunately I was too late. So I tried to recycle the squadron that has lost some planes. I keep the other one up. And seeing where the enemy team is going, I think I can go closer, or towards the bottom, with my ship itself. Towards the C-cap, and my torpedo bombers are already up, so my plan is to try to go strike something, and it's probably going to be a battleship unless the Maz pushes her nose out again. I mean, that Scharnhorst or the Colorado would be a very good target. That's between the A and B caps. Well, where the Maz went earlier. Okay, so we got the B and C caps, which is very good, so all we need to do is have our team be defensive and try to defend these caps because we are ahead and everything is in our favor in this in that regard. I don't really want to drop on the Gneisenau because she is next to Bismarck plus another battleship, and unfortunately I think that the battleship that is going or trying to defend the A cap on our team is making a mistake. He should be running away because there's really little reason to just YOLO rush like that. So, I could drop on the Colorado or the Scharnhorst, and I think I'll pick the Scharnhorst because, well, she is slightly closer, so I don't have to spend as much time in the anterior of the Colorado. She is turning in though, so this might make the drop slightly more difficult than I would like, I suppose. Okay, although I do expect her to not keep turning fully. Oh well. Okay, like right now, you saw that I dropped slightly from behind, but honestly I should have got a bigger angle. Although I think this one was fairly good too. I mean, I hit 5 of the torpedoes, so it's not all bad. And now I'll do a dive bomber follow-up. Also need to pay attention to my fighters, because the enemy plane should be coming in soon. With fighters as well, so dive bomber drop gonna go on the Scharnhorst now. And the enemy fighters are around. I'll bring my fighters away for now and then try to engage. Okay, and this fighter should stick on the Scharnhorst. The enemy fighters seem to be coming for my dive bombers, so I make them fly around a little bit to waste time of the enemy fighters. And I'll use this squadron on the Colorado, I suppose. And there goes the Scharnhorst. Okay, the enemy fighters seem to be doing something. My fighters are going towards my friendly battleship that is apparently the one being under attack by the enemy carrier. But I'm not gonna make it for the first two dive bomber squadrons, I think. Yeah, I didn't. Oh well, I can still try to affect the torpedo bomber squadron, which I'm gonna try to strafe going in. Okay, enemy fighters are also coming, so I might just lock them. Or actually no, let's just engage these torpedo bombers. And no, he doesn't seem to be paying much attention to his fighters, which is very, very useful. And now the dive bombers are incoming, so I switch over to the dive bombers to try to panic them for as much as I can. Hopefully the battleship will take less damage. And I'll try strafing the torpedo bombers to get rid of them. Okay, this strafe was actually a bit of a mistake with my second squadron, because it got me into the anti-air of 3 battleships. But it's alright, I suppose. I mean, it could have been worse. Okay, this is actually going really badly for us. I mean, we do have the points lead, however, we have lost 3 ships, they have lost 1. And the 1 ship they have lost is the one I dealt all my damage to. So, I'll try recycling my fighters to then try to defend my ships. However, I think the next strike, the enemy carrier should get in easily. And I'll try taking my torpedo bombers around where the enemy fighters are. Although the problem might be that I think I might have to strike a cruiser, and that might not be one of the best things. I tell my team to be slightly more defensive because we do need to try to survive. We are ahead. We have the lead in points. However, if we throw all of our ships away, that lead means nothing at all. So we need to do something about that. Okay, I'm spotted by the fighters, which means the fighters are nowhere near my planes. And there are the enemy dive bombers. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about those. And I don't think I can really drop the New Orleans either. I mean, the New Orleans very likely has defensive fire, so that drop would be very, very difficult. So I need to pick another target. A Bismarck, an Eisenhower. Maybe that North Carolina is actually a decent target. Yes, I know North Carolina and all, but she is at least alone. So it should be possible, and she has also taken damage. However, enemy fighters incoming, which means I need to try to distract them. And considering that he attacked the dive bombers, that's actually fairly good for me. Okay, I'll try strafing. Yeah, I'll strafe my own dive bombers a little bit, but I think strafing enemy fighters is worth this kind of sacrifice. So, I can now freely go for the North Carolina with my torpedo bombers. Although the North Carolina seems to be going into the smokescreen, or near it at least. But I should still be alright with a drop. And then I'll do a follow-up with dive bombers once Damacon is off. Remember, US battleships have 20-second damage control party. Germans have 15 and Japanese are 10 seconds. And cruisers are 5 seconds. Okay, so I mean, pretty much everybody always repairs after torpedo bombers hit, because they very, very likely cause a flooding, so you don't want that ticking off. I mean, surprisingly, I only have 3 floodings in 11 torpedo hits. So, now it's a fire follow-up, and hopefully that fire will stick. I didn't really look at the time if I was in time, but it seems this fire stuck, so this North Carolina is definitely going down. Now it's time to recycle the torpedo bombers again. Okay, excellent. We've lost 4 ships, they have lost 2, and unfortunately the 2 ships are the ones I have killed. So, the Mars is trying to cap the B-cap, which is actually something we do want to defend, and I think that Tirpitz is making the right decision. However, our problem is that we have lost 5 ships, they have lost 2. And I don't expect this Tirpitz to survive for a very long time, which is very, very unfortunate for us. I need to speed up my damage. I'll try defending this Tirpitz against planes. I strafe with 1, unfortunately I think I just missed. Although that did clip the dive bombers, but I do think most of that strafe missed. So, next squadron. This time I'll just lock. And the enemy fighters are also around, but it seems the enemy actually has lost fighters, which, I mean, is running out of fighters, which means this might be the last squadron of fighters for the enemy carrier. Which, you know, means I'm pretty willing to just lock them. So this Gneisenau is the next target, with the torpedo bombers, and then a dive bomber follow-up. I mean, right now we do need alpha damage, we need to take care of things, because there are still too many enemies left. Okay, the Gneisenau seems to be paying attention to where my planes are, which is a bit unfortunate, because that means the drop is going to be more difficult. I still expect him to turn in, which is why I'm gonna drop slightly from behind at an angle, because, you know, if you are supposed to turn in, and dropping at an angle helps against that a little bit. Although I think I should have dropped at a bigger angle again, because I only hit 6 torpedoes and the Gneisenau survived with 1000 HP, but the dive bomber follow-up should finish this off. So, now we have lost 6 ships, and the enemy team only has lost 2 ships. It's just me plus the destroyer left, so I'll just try heading into the corner because I want to survive for as long as possible. I do wish my friendly destroyer tried running away, but I mean, it'll be difficult against the carrier anyway, so can't really do as much about it. Hopefully the enemy fighter will run out of ammo or something, I don't know. I just hope it doesn't screw the drop up, because I need these fires to kill this Gneisenau. Okay, 2 fires, yeah, this Gneisenau should be dead. I think it would be alright if I switch targets, which I'm gonna do. And now I'm recycling my torpedo bombers again, and wow, I'm the last person alive, and the enemy team only has lost 2 ships, and those are the 2 that I killed. Okay, well, I killed a 3rd one. So I think I'll dive bomb the Bismarck, and now I need to actually pay attention to my ship as well, because the enemy carrier seems to be going for me. I need to select targets, and I also need to use defensive fire and use fighters for defensive purposes. Hopefully I'll be able to do this drop before those fighters engage. Okay, I got the fire, that's very, very good on the Bismarck, so I will follow up with torpedo bombers, and hopefully those will cause a flooding if this Bismarck repairs the fire. So, enemy planes. Come on now. Let's fight a little bit. Okay, so he seems to be intent on leading with the dive bombers. I'll lock the fighters, the torpedo bombers and then strafe. Hopefully, oh my god, strafe didn't actually hit the torpedo bombers. That's unfortunate. It did get the dive bombers though, which I think is good enough. Okay, let's try again with the strafe, and it didn't hit the torpedo bombers again. What the hell? Come on, game. Come on. Okay, let's try again, and now let's do a torpedo bomber strike on the Bismarck. The enemy fighters only have 1 squadron left. Select that the enemy squadron for strafe. Also, I'm gonna try to juke these fighters because I'm afraid he might just like strafe the group once they're together. Wait, what? Why is he not strafe? Okay, thanks for air gunners. Okay, so I was set on fire, but I damage-conned it, and he doesn't have any other planes to follow up. So now it's time to drop on the Bismarck. I should be alright, although I think his damage-con might have already cooled down. And I think I screwed up this drop again. I should have been at a better angle. Unfortunately, I didn't again this time. But I did hit 6 of the torpedoes and one of them caused the flooding. Unfortunately, it seems that he did get his Damekon off again, so that flooding is not sticking. But I'll try doing my dive bomber drop. Also, if you read chat, the Mars seems to be angry that I tried dropping on him and is essentially trying to blame the loss on the fact on my team's loss on the fact that I tried dropping the Mars. Honestly, that's not true. I think if I had actually got the kill on the Mars, that would have been a lot better. But I still think it's the right decision to drop on the destroyer, because destroyers affect the game a lot. Yeah, my team didn't really, you know, follow up here, but you can't win every game. I did my part. And it's really the team that let me down in the fact that they just didn't do anything. I mean, our team has 4 kills. And all 4 kills are by me. So I don't know, I mean, I feel like it's not my fault that we're losing. So the enemy carrier is coming around for another strike. So I select targets for the AA guns, and also bring my fighters around for it. And I'll try dropping on one of the cruisers, I think. Well, whatever is closest, I suppose. Maybe it'll be the Moss, maybe it'll be the cruiser. Although right now my plan is to go for the Moss, because I only need like 1 or 2 torpedoes and that should be alright. Yeah, the anti-air just took out all of the torpedo bombers with ease. Well, okay, not all of them, almost all of them. And that should be all of them. Because with the oh, and the clear skies. That's very surprising. I did not really expect that. Then again, it's an 8 versus 8, so clear skies is easier to get than normal. So, Moss, hello. I think 1 torpedo should do it. So I'll just set it up here. I expect him to turn away, which he is, and oh, he actually seems to be slowing down. Which is fortunate, because those torpedoes that I would have launched there would have missed. And I don't think I need the other squadron here, although I do try to bring it up just in case. But I think this should be... Yep, that's a Kraken Unleashed. However, the enemy team has all the 3 cap zones and they are at 950 points, so I don't really expect to be able to kill any more ships, unfortunately. If I had more time, I probably could take more of them out. Yeah, I mean, it's not even the timer in the top corner, it's just the points. I mean, think about it. The enemy team had 8 ships, I killed 5 of them. My team killed none of them. And it's not like I kill stole this game either. Oh well. It is what it is. And there is the normal Sky Cancer insult to end the game. And there it is. Unfortunately, you can't win every game. It is what it is. 397,000 credits, a Kraken Unleashed, Clear Skies, High Caliber, Legend of the Seas, but that's, you know, one of the medals you get for being a noob. 207,000 damage, 24 torpedo hits, 20 bomb hits, 76 planes shot down, and 5 ships destroyed. 1,350 base experience on a loss as a carrier. I think that's a really good result. I mean, the enemy Essex shot down 11 planes. So, detailed report. And 144,000 torpedo alpha damage, only 35,000 with damage over time effects, but then again I didn't really set any real damage over time effects up this time. And 245,000 credits profit. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it did, then like it, and I would like to thank the patrons and Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, Palado, and I hope I see you guys next time.